Hey, what's up, Visigoths? I am back, and I brought along Deadpoolzilla. Say hi, Deadpoolzilla.
Hello, everyone. Into each and all, welcome to another episode review of from Stevolution. I totally butchered that.
That's okay. It's Stevolution! Woo! I don't have an intro. And we are talking about the newest episodes of Steven Universe that just recently premiered on the Cartoon Network app. Because, God forbid, they spend 2 minutes not showing Teen Titans Go on their goddamn channel. We are talking about the specific episodes that came after the whole trial in Escape from Homeworld. Dewey Wins, Gemcation, Raising the Barn, Back to the Kindergarten, Sadie Killer, and Kevin Party. And I know I call Sadie Killer that way. I just can't help it. It just sounds cooler to me. Alright, now we are definitely looking into like a theme to bring you up to speed. Steven has escaped Homeworld. Everyone thought he was dead, and desperately try to come up with some way to get to Homeworld to save him, and he saves himself and going, "Hey, everything's cool again." And everyone was pretty screwed up about that whole thing, including Connie, who felt betrayed. Actually, that. They had a chance to form Stevani, and Steven pretty much like put that to bed and said, "No, I'm doing this." And she felt a little kind of like slighted by that, because his sacrifice to her came off as rather selfish and not really like caring about what she and the others felt about. So she needed some space to kind of think about it, and Steven being Steven's all screwed up about it. So, he spends these episodes kind of like wanting to talk to Connie, and she kind of is holding her off. Almost the opposite of the episode where she was trying to contact him. We Need to Talk, in a weird way. It's kind of a flip sequel to that. Meanwhile,
like a divorce couple, she takes the cat.
Yes, of course. That's how it works. And meanwhile, Steven is looking at the ramifications of what just happened and how they have been kind of affecting everything. Like, Dewey becomes extremely unpopular just in time for his re-election. Let's see. Lapis decides to take off, leaving everybody, including Peridot. Peridot's all depressed about this and needs a new kind of like thing to get into. And Sadie, of course, is like kind of like depressed and kind of needs a change in herself. And yeah, I think that's the obvious theme here is change, and not just change, but uncertain change.
I was gonna go with damage control.
Well, that too. But what are your thoughts on that?
That's a uncertain change is a really good aspect because, yeah, on one hand, I felt like Steven was a little out of character because I feel like in the past he's been empathetic, and I think he would at least know that what he did was wrong rather than just kind of be like, "Hey, it's all fine," when that's opposite of the case. But on the other hand, I still feel like Connie was a little out of character herself of just feeling a little. I mean, I understand she felt betrayed, but turning all of that anger on Steven. I feel like Steven, and I think we talked about this in the when we did the Homeworld arc. We talked about Stevani was not going to stand a chance against Topaz. I mean, Topaz took out Garnet like she was nothing. I sincerely doubt that they could stand up to Topaz and Aquamarine.
That's true, but she may have not have felt that way. That they might have had a better fighting chance. Now, Aquamarine's wand, I think, was extremely more powerful than I had first initial. I mean, was able to freeze everybody all at once, even Alexandrite, the Godzilla-like monster that the crystal gems can form. So yeah, I think I don't know, she felt kind of like, I don't want to say slighted, but he made this sacrifice, and a lot of people, especially in fiction, like to make a big deal and romanticize the sacrifice, but sometimes it is kind of comes off as selfish, and I like the fact that it kind of approached it that way. I thought that was an interesting approach. I don't usually see it that way.
Yeah, true.
And I think that's what she was thinking. Like, hey, maybe it just got super real for her. Like, man, it could all be over. We all die. And, like, I need... this has been kooky fun until now.
Yeah, I think Connie at that point was like, oh, it's not games anymore.
Yeah, it's true. And I like the progression she's had. Like, when her first encounter with the gem monster, she froze a little bit. And we've been seeing her gradually, like, face these things and realize how dangerous they are and kind of process it. And, some people just need to go away and process things. And I think that's... I may have oversimplified it a little bit at the beginning of this video when I said she was mad or pissed or something like that. It's very possible that she just needed to process things. And when she and Steven finally met up, she was actually kind of worried that he wasn't talking to her. And I think, in a weird way, that she thought, oh no, he's pissed at me. And at the same time, he was worried that she was pissed at her. And that struck me as a pretty realistic...
Once again, CW, take notes on how to write a couple.
Yeah, no kidding. Good lord. Jeez. Just, like, look through Rebecca Sugar's notes and rip them off, and that's how you do relationships. But, yeah, I definitely thought that, outside of Connie, yeah, you could definitely see, like, the dominoes kind of falling over, just from this one story arc. Like, what's the thing that really stuck out to you about it? Like, well, which one of these dominoes?
I feel like when Steven had to talk to Sadie and for the bigger part, Lars's parents about what happened to him, because that was on Steven. He had to leave, a guy who didn't even want to come to this thing. He was just kind of a coward.
Yeah.
And he ended up through circumstances be trapped there.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the one that everyone was like, what the dude?
I also like Sadie's change. Remember, she was afraid to sing in public. And now with, like, Lars gone and this kind of void in her life, she realized, like, she's always kind of dreaded working at the donut shop, but it was like, it was a safe thing that she was comfortable with. Yeah, she hates it, but she knows it.
And she knows that Lars is going to be there regardless, so...
Yeah, and it's easy to kind of get into that mindset. And now, with Lars, even if you take the romantic angle out of their relationship, Lars suddenly gone just changes that. And kind of, I think, got her into thinking about doing something different. Which is why, I mean, like, Dewey quits. Like, he doesn't just lose the election. He stands down during a debate. That's a bad debate. And, like, Sadie quits, and, and Lapis quits on everybody.
Yeah. Although, I've got a few things to say about Lapis, but we'll get to that.
All right. Well, unless you have anything else about Sadie, we could jump right into Lapis.
Sadie, real quick, did you just take... Did the people behind the show just take notes from Birthday Massacre?
Maybe, or at least that genre. Oh, yeah, I did like the music they were creating there.
Yeah, I was like, did someone just, like, blast the Under Your Spell album and just went, guys, I know what we need to do with Sadie. Shut up and follow my lead.
Oh. Yeah, I was looking forward to that music number when I saw it in the previews. But, okay, let's jump to Lapis, which the Lapis Peridot breakup, I think, is probably the biggest thing in this story arc of episodes. Because we knew Connie and Steven would kind of make amends. But this, I think, was the biggest thing.
Yeah. Here's my thing. I love Lapis, but at the same time, oh my god, they just don't know what to do with her half the time, because they do some great character stuff with her, just kind of withdrawing and running away was just kind of like, you built her up and she really loved Earth, and you did all this great stuff of her overcoming all these traumas. I feel like this would have been the biggest one if she said, yeah, let's stay here and fight it out.
Here's the thing. I don't think she loved Earth. I think she settled for Earth because she had nowhere else to go. And I don't think she was over it. I think she's still in that mindset. I think she took a break. But once she realized that Homeworld might have their eye on Earth again, she did what she has always done consistently in this series, is take off. Her go-to move is to either freeze or run. She never fights. Maybe only as a
real OP character on there. They can't animate the water all the time.
Maybe the only time she really does fight is when she feels like she's trapped in a corner. Like when she fought the crystal gems at first. But yeah, otherwise she is just gone. She doesn't want to be anywhere. And that still probably stems from her like thousands of years of being awake while connected to the mirror. So I think that had a lasting effect on her, even though gems, to them, thousands of years is maybe just months or years to us. But still, that was a long time to kind of be in that kind of situation. So yeah, I actually found that be rather consistent. Like, this was her first test of her new situation, and she failed, and she kind of retreated back into her usual norms.
Yeah, I don't know, but also she hurt Peridot.
Oh man, did she? That was like, man, the next episode in Back to the Kindergarten was way too real for me, because I have been there. I've been laying around depressed, listening to music after bad breakup. That happens, and
it's not everyone who is trying to help you.
Yes. Oh, actually, no. I never really had people enter my room and try and help me. I kind of had to do it myself.
We just hit a dark spot with Manos' life.
That's right. That's my 20s. And so yeah, that was brutally real, and I love that episode. Also gives us a chance of watching Peridot kind of grow. It's amazing how many threads they were able to pull with this one Homeworld kidnapping plot that they did last time out. Because these are essentially all like, regular townie episodes, really. Or character episodes, the ones that fans tend to complain about the most. And, boy, a lot of stuff happened. A lot of building happened in these episodes. Building off what happened previously, and this is obviously going somewhere. These episodes, I thought, were... I've been having trouble figuring out a favorite episode, because, geez, they all, like, tie together really well. And pulling one out as a favorite almost seems a little hard for me. How about you?
Same here. I don't know, like, I guess the Lapis episode, or, actually better the Back to the Kindergarten, because that really dealt with, what Peridot had to go through in a very real kind of way, like you said, and, oh, poor Perry.
Oh, I know. Felt really bad. Oh, man. Like, this character...
Why did you hurt this adorable little lamb, Lapis?
At least she got to keep the pumpkin dog thing.
She took the house.
She took the house.
It's like a divorce where I got the dog, but she got the house.
Yeah, that actually is true. Yeah, one gets the pet, one gets the house. So, that's how it goes. Before we move on, I do want to talk about Dewey Wins for a second. Because that kind of launched us into the situation with Stephen and Connie. But to me, there's a lot of ramifications available in that one because, the town was blaming Dewey on what happened. And he's been dealing with the crystal gems in an unusual way. He has this hands-off policy. Like, he knows they're there. He knows what they do, basically. Or at least has a good, strong idea. But he feels it's better to leave it alone and create this sense of normalcy. Oh, and it's kind of it in a way it does seem kind of negligent, like especially when this kidnapping story arc came with Aquamarine. You know, it's really funny. I was thinking about this this weekend. When something terrible happens, when a big like catastrophe happens in Townsville, the mayor is rather proactive and he calls the Powerpuff Girls. When a disaster happens in Beach City, Dewey doesn't do anything. Doesn't even call the Crystal Gems. The only time he's ever gone to the Crystal Gems is when the power went out and he knew the people were going to be upset at him. Otherwise, hey, spaceships, people getting kidnapped. And, you know, it almost seems like the same situation as Sadie. He was in a situation where he liked being mayor, but he also was clearly always stressed out about it. And always on the verge of freaking out and not happy, but he was also in this weird situation where he had to be in it, and he wanted to be in it, and he also hated it, like Sadie and the donut shop. And during the debate, it does feel like the same thing with Sadie, where he was like, you know what? I'm done. I feel free. I don't care. I'm going. I'm going to make this change. I don't know what's going to happen, but I need to make this change. And I'm wondering how, obviously, now that Nana's running unopposed, she's going to be the next mayor. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for the Crystal Gems?
I don't know. She seemed pretty pissed at Gems.
That's right. Because she had a pretty good relationship with them, but she obviously was upset by the situation, and she'll obviously be more proactive, but in which way? Like, will she be pressuring the Gems and Steven? Or, you know, will she be working with them, like the Townsville mayor? Like, I don't know. It could be both.
I will say that if she hires Ronaldo as like her gem expert, you know, be afraid.
Yes. I don't know. You know, Miss Bellum is out of work. Maybe she could come and assist her.
That actually, you know, since, you know, the reboot has been less than kind to her.
Yeah, I don't even understand that choice. All right, let's see. Let's get to how much time we got here. Oh, we got plenty of time. Was there anything you wanted to talk about before we moved on to the theories?
I guess and then we're actually going to talk about this Gemcation. You know, I'm glad that it was Greg that fixed the problem, because Greg is best dad.
He is fantastic. I love that bit where it's like, you know gem stuff, but this is my thing. So, and he nails it like he always does. Like, I think he's one of the unsung heroes of the series. Like, he is just, God, I love that guy. I sometimes, like, you know, forget about the dad part. I just would like to be him. He's a good role model.
Oh, yep. Like, I can't, the only other, like, dad character in shows I can think of, animated-wise, and this is going to sound really insane, but, Gumball's dad.
Oh, that is insane.
Well, he's an idiot, but he's so, like, the one thing he cares about above all else is family.
I suppose so. He reminds me of jerk-ass Homer, though. I'll tell you, the other dad in animation, I'd have to say, is Bob Belcher.
I can take it.
He nails it, and he's always like the supportive, like reasoned one. He even when he's mad at his kids, he always takes a moment to go, I love you.
You're terrible, but I don't love you.
I love it. There have been times where he's been clearly pissed off at them, and he goes, I love you. I love you. Like, you know, he realizes, like, I need to back up for a second. And, you know, he's often, you know, filled with good advice. There's this episode where Tina is having this problem about mono. She has to be in the mono play, and she feels she has these complicated feelings, and Bob just completely like nails the parenting on that with some really solid advice. He and Greg, I think, are the best dads in animation. Easy. But all right, I'm going to move to some theories, and I want to get your thoughts on these.
Okay.
All right, the number one theory that's coming out of this is it's fun to talk about theories again and not know. Let's see. The big theory is Pearl, and she tries to console Steven and talk to him, and she feels like it's the situation with Homeworld, and she feels like she needs to confess something, and she keeps stopping herself. And there's this theory right now that's kind of exploded that she is being forcibly manipulated and controlled against her own will, where she can't speak about certain things connected to Homeworld. And the popular guess is it's White Diamond. Since she has a connection to White Diamond, most likely, either she was her gem or some other type of a connection, and she has put in some kind of fail-safe. Like, once Pearl starts talking about classified information, she stops her. And I gotta tell you, like, you know, there have been episodes in the past where she stops herself, but it always looks like she's kind of just, you know, putting her own hand against her own mouth, you know, on purpose. But this time around, it was really 50-50. Like, is she controlling herself or not? And that's kind of the fan theory that's jumped out there. And do you have any thoughts on that one?
It could very well be White Diamond. I've heard this theory before, but what if it was Rose who did that to her? I wouldn't put it past him to do that.
It's possible. I mean, Rose did do some sketchy things. That would, but I really do. This show, I think, is heading somewhere with Pearl's connection to Homeworld and Pearl's, I think, connection to White Diamond. The details, of course, we don't know, but I think they're going somewhere with this.
And it's not going to be pretty.
Oh, it's going to be pretty messy. I mean, is there anything with Pearl that hasn't been messy? Which is ironic because she's such a neat freak, and maybe that's actually her way of dealing with the messiness in her life. Holy shit! But yeah, I think that's a strong possibility. I mean, and I love the way they wrote that because it really is like, it's just like it wasn't blatantly obvious, but it was obvious enough to be noticed. And I do think the second time she pulls her own hand away from her mouth looked really suspicious to me.
Yeah. Then again, it could easily be her being overly dramatic, as she usually is.
It's true. That's what's so great about it. It's like, I'm not 100% on that. And then there's a second theory, if you don't mind me jumping to this next one. Somewhat related to Pearl, is that Kevin drops the name Sabina of some girl that broke his heart. And this show doesn't just name drop and, you know, move on. There's a theory that Sabina is Mystery Girl because she left an S by her phone number, and she obviously hangs out kind of in this suburban circle that Kevin hangs out in. So it's quite possible this is the Sabina he's talking about is Mystery Girl.
It very well could be, and if this means we can get a scene where Pearl, like, punches out Kevin,
yes,
I'm all for it.
How amazing. I would love, like, to see Pearl in another love triangle with a human and win.
Yeah, just be like, hey, oh no, I'm not going to let this go again. Just walks up to Kevin and goes, hey, bam!
Yeah, this ain't Greg this time. I mean, luckily Kevin is no Greg, but
yeah, Kevin's a very punchable person. It's fine.
Yeah, he's much more punchable. All right, we only got a couple minutes left here. Do you have any last minute thoughts about these episodes?
I thought it was a nice little consecutive storyline, and I was actually kind of hoping we'd see Mars of the Stars in this little thing, but I guess that's not going to happen until, you know, whenever Cartoon Network decides to release these on the app, or, you know, or just throw them out there.
Yeah, you know, they have a network that, you know, it's only one of their more popular shows, but hey, you know, we have a Teen Titans marathon that we need to get to. So come on. I mean,
and a movie. Don't forget a movie.
Oh, I know. I mean, good lord.
Yeah, just hand me my gun. I need to go commit suicide right now.
Yeah. Can you imagine if CBS just like loaded up their schedule with Big Bang Theory like all the time? Like, yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. So yeah, without being any more bitter, I thought these episodes were awesome. I love the fact that these were character episodes. I'm always a big character guy, and these episodes did exactly what they should do. Is they built off the previous arc, and we're easily building into the next one. We're getting a lot of good character episodes, particularly with like Connie, Steven, Dewey, interesting Pearl stuff, interesting Kevin stuff. And of course, Peridot and Lapis. I can't wait to see the next time we see Lapis. Like, where'd she go? What's she gonna do?
If they don't explain where she's been, I'm going to have like this headcanon in my head that she had a meeting with Wander.
Maybe. I mean, jeez. I would not be shocked. I would literally not be shocked if she rejoined Homeworld in some fashion. I would not be shocked by that. But I think that's all I have. How about you?
I think I got everything out.
Okay, we're done talking about these episodes. I hope you enjoyed them. Hey, if you have any thoughts, favorite episodes, favorite moments, thoughts on the theories we talked about, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe and click the notification bell. That's how I talk now when I say that. And take care and push the button, Lindsay.
They don't play the song on the radio.